Alan Watts said, ego death will save the world. I'm not Alan Watts, but what I'm going to share in this video is going to help you understand your ego. Using that understanding, you may or may not kill your ego, but more importantly, how your ego can destroy your life and how you can avoid it using this ancient practice that changed my spiritual journey. I've been doing inner work for more than 8 years, but I recently started working with my ego directly. So first I want to talk about what ego is, because a lot of the time I see people don't have any idea about how ego works and what ego is exactly. Ego is your identity. It's your false self. Sometimes you can also say that it's your personality. This is how I see myself, this is how people perceive me, and that in a way is my ego. And that includes your beliefs, your patterns. Sometimes I would also say like your values, because when people say that hurt my ego, what they are really saying is that somebody did something that was against their values. Or let's say if somebody's stepping into your boundaries, for example, if somebody made me angry, and the first thing is I react. Now, for the thing that made me angry, I might react, of course, with anger, but you might react in a very peaceful way. So that becomes your ego. But this is my ego, because my ego was hurt and then I reacted with anger. Now, how your ego can destroy your life. Let's say if you have a certain personality, you have an identity, and now you are in a situation in your life where you don't have money, you're broke, or you are in a relationship where you're not happy, you're in a toxic relationship. Now, having and operating from the same level of ego, if you continue to do that, you're literally destroying your life. On the other hand, you probably have learned this pattern from your father or your mother, that you don't go out and ask for work, ask for help. If you're broke, and if this is your ego, and if you do that, if you go out and ask for work, ask for help, which means now your ego is hurt. And a lot of the time, people's ego come in their way when they're trying to manifest their dream life. I'll give you a really good example from my life. Let's say if I want to succeed on YouTube, and I might have some success on other platforms, but I want to succeed on YouTube. If I come with the mindset where I need to post only 10 videos and I will succeed, but that did not happen. I'm still posting videos and I still want to grow more on YouTube. So if I would listen to my ego and let my ego control me, I would literally stop after 10 videos. Maybe not even 10 videos, maybe like 2 videos. Because if my videos are not getting views, which means my ego is hurt. Nobody's watching my videos, which means I am not good enough. Maybe my content is not good. Now my ego is controlling my decisions and my life. But even though there are these voices, you are not good enough, it will take years for you. If I still have those voices, but I know that this is my ego trying to put me in the safe space, and I continue to create videos, I create 100 videos, 200 videos, 300 videos, no matter when I will find success, I know I'm doing this because I love doing this. I'm doing this because I want to help people. Now I'm tapping into something that is way deeper than the ego. Now my ego can destroy my career if I will keep listening to my ego, if I will keep accepting what it's trying to say, that maybe you're not good enough, maybe your content is not great. But I know that I'm way more than that. And I'm going to explain that in the next step. Now, there are two things or two practices that I do so that my ego is not controlling my life. And the first practice is concentration meditation. Meditation helped me a lot in understanding my ego. And as I said, I recently started fully meditating on my ego. And when you're sitting in a meditation, this is all you are doing. And I want you to do this for the next 7 days. When you're practicing, all you want to do is to count your breath. That's it. The easiest meditation. When you take a full inhale, you count 1. Exhale, you count 1. And you keep doing that until you reach till 10. So inhale 10, exhale 10, and then you start again to 1. Now, you probably are thinking that how this practice is helping me to understand my ego and to have more control on my ego. When you are doing that, you are bringing all your awareness from these unnecessary thoughts, emotions, these feelings. Maybe the feelings, emotions are not unnecessary, but the thoughts that you're thinking while you're in a practice is taking your attention away. These thoughts are coming from a place of ego. Your ego is telling you that, oh, this is not helping you. This doesn't work. This is just BS. Oh, you need to worry about your future. You need to figure out what you need to do tomorrow. But with practice, if you can learn to move your awareness to your breathing again, and as you progress, you become less reactive to your ego. You know that ego is there. It's there, but you are not giving your attention to your ego. One more thing that I learned through my practice, it's like a visual. I will show you how it looks like. And that's what I try to do. Think about this is you. And let's imagine that this is your ego. And now what we are going to do is we are going to tap into being instead of becoming, because your ego is all about becoming something, becoming someone, whereas your natural state or your higher self or your Buddha nature, whatever you want to call it, is about being. This is about becoming, this is about being. And when you start to kind of see your ego as a person, you know that whenever there is something which is asking you to do something or become something, that is coming from a place of ego. And if anything that is asking you to be, which means being in the present, focusing in the moment, focusing on your breath, enjoying life, accepting your life, because acceptance also means that you're not operating from your ego, because your ego wants to change that. It doesn't want to accept. So when you accept your reality, now here's the difference in between accepting and not doing anything to change something in your life, to have a better life. That's totally different. When I say accept, you are not putting any resistance, you are releasing the resistance, because the more you try to control, the bigger your ego becomes. And this is the second practice or the mindset that I had to adopt, is to being me. Instead of becoming someone, I am focusing on being me. The talent that I already have, the skills that I already have, I don't have to change that to something. And when I started working on this, I never had this experience before. None of my videos had gone viral in a way. And since I started doing this work, the day I said, you know what? I am already good enough. What happened? I posted a video, it got 1 million views on TikTok. From that video, I got many business opportunities. People started following me. People finding my podcast, my YouTube channel, just by doing these two things. Once I learned how to calm my ego, how to not let it control my life, things started happening to me. It's so fascinating because we always think that we have to do something, we have to continue taking action and letting our ego control our actions and decisions, that's what we think, but it's the totally opposite. When you completely let go of the outcome, when you simply being yourself, and being yourself also means that you are taking action, but they are not guided by your ego. They're guided by your this inner compass where you're really aligned with the actions that you're taking. If you start practicing this, I can guarantee you that you will start seeing changes in your life that right now maybe even seem impossible. When your ego is not controlling your life, you can manifest anything you want. Either it's a dream job, either it's money, even when you're broke. Anything you can desire, you can manifest when you start operating from this state instead of this state. I recently posted a video on how to manifest $100,000 following your passion even when you're broke. Check this video here or check this one out. Please hit the like button, drop a comment, and if you're listening this on my podcast, please rate my show because this really helps me reach a wider audience. Sending you peace and love.